Okay, and welcome back to the Medieval Engineers stream. And on today's episode, the first thing I need to do is have a bite to eat. That should get me pretty much full. Okay, so made some tremendous progress since the last episode, and I will briefly show you what I've been doing. So yesterday on the episode, we really made good progress on the keep here. Things I've done since then is I built up this first layer on top of this foundation, finished the foundation obviously. I decided to go ahead and block this off too, and that way I can have a courtyard or whatever that already has grass in it, and that I don't need to separately, I mean it's walled so it's protected. Probably put another tower here at some point, but that's kind of the game plan there. I like that. And then obviously I did this entire section here. Basically I just built this foundation, put some windows, put a staircase here with the ability to access this top layer here. You know, I'll continue to work on that as we build our keep up, but then I put this wall along here, a doorway there, and then obviously I had started this last time. I finished this off, I'll show you in a second. I experimented with these. These are called machicolations or machicolations. They look nice, I think. They look very advanced. But that is the continuation of what we started. That last episode we just had the one, so I just finished that all the way down, and it looks. I think it looks pretty good. Not sure what I'm gonna do in this patch of land yet, but anyway, that's pretty much what we've been doing. There is a little bit more over here, I think. Oh yeah, okay, so the main new project is this. Now this is going to be a little bit bigger. Actually, how much? Okay, so what this is our storage room. And this is going to be a massive project, but we're actually I need to, if I'm gonna do that, I better not do that. Well, I'll figure something out. I might connect this building to these tunnels, but for now I'm gonna go with this, and then I think what I want to do is some slopes. That, at least that for sure. And then I think I want to do some walls on the side like this. And this is symmetrical here. This is added on the side. But the main storage is going to be this thin. It's going to look thin because it's so deep, but it's just a warehouse. It's very similar to the warehouse that I had on the old Medieval Engineer server that I used to play on. And I got a ton of sandstone, by the way, so we should be good on that for a solid amount of time this episode. But anyway, I'm going to work on transferring all of our things, our stockpiles. These are all logs. So I've got like 8 stockpiles for logs. Yeah, 8. I need planks. Let me just build this in a little bit so I can put some more in. I want to do a couple of stone and probably 4 timber, at least 4 timber. And we're running low on sticks. Okay, so remember that one. But let's grab this, because I think I took all the stones out of that one, so I'll get rid of this one. And get rid of this one, because I took all the wood out of that one. And I guess I'll just grab all those, and I'll get rid of this one. Now that should give me a few planks to continue constructing. But I also really want to go ahead and build another crafting table for the warehouse itself. Actually, I could probably use a couple. So while those are crafting, I'll walk back here. Still have plenty of sandstone, so that shouldn't be an issue. Oh, I need to... I'll do 22 stacks of sticks. That's a lot, but it's going to be necessary. And there we go. Yeah, they're coming along now. Okay. So this will be a nice base for this building. Again, all I'm doing is I'm hammering in stone cubes, sandstone cubes, into the ground in a grid pattern, so it's really not complicated at this point. I might have to do something creative here to connect it up. So we'll wait on the walls over here, but it seems like these will probably be useful here to connect it to the mountain. I wonder how the sound quality is. I'm just useful here. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just double checking the sound quality. It's my microphone's a little hot, isn't it? It's a little cloudy. I think I just turned it down slightly, but I don't want to go too far. I'd rather have it be a little cloudy than not audible. Okay, so we can probably complete this one here and this one here. Now, the back wall, I'm going to put some tables. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Just going to put back-to-back crafting tables so I can craft some things. Okay, while that's crafting, I'm going to go back to my G menu and put those battlements, I think it was, these ones right back into that slot. Okay, so I got to remember not to replace my default slot items if I can help it. Okay, and we got rid of all those sticks, okay, or the logs. Okay. Probably could use a couple of these lumbers or timbers. Actually, I could craft a few more planks. Okay, so those are crafting along, and then what I'll need to do, let's check this and see if we got that one built and that one. Okay, so those are all built. Now what we want to do is maybe 4 timber and then a couple stone. So again, this is purely a storage unit, and I think, hard to tell, but I think it faces that way and that way. Yes, and we'll do the same over here. Gonna need some straw for these, it looks like. Actually, let me turn this one around. There we go. Alright, and then if I do 1 stone here, then I'll have a little space in the front. So large stockpile for stone. I'm not going to do much in terms of storing metals here. And in terms of stone storage, these guys unfortunately will only accept the vanilla stone. They won't accept sandstone. So they're just more or less for completion, because I'm not going to be storing a lot of vanilla stone here. But let's grab all these planks from that we're making down here. And the timber as well. And that should give us plenty to complete these. I'm gonna need some wheat. I think I need about 8 wheat stalks. So I'll grab a few of those. How am I doing on sandstone? I'm doing okay, but probably could grab a few of those. And then I'll grab 10 of these. Might have too many there. I probably only need 8, but whatever, I'll put them back later. And then why don't I grab the last stockpile here. I've got, yeah, that's almost enough. I can't quite get it. I'll have to come back for it. I should have put my stone in while I was over here. I probably will put some sort of dirt ramp up to this because this is so steep. Okay, that's constructed. So let's put these vanillas in here. And then let's finish these. I guess I only need 1 wheat straw for each of these, so I'm going to have 6 extra. And I need some more timber on that one. What the hell, I'll just get them all. Okay, timber. I might as well make some planks while I'm at it. Okay, that'll be all planks when it's done. And this will be, there's going to be a lot of timber here. I'll just take these and we'll come back for the rest later. Okay, this one needs finished. Okay. And these are all finished, it looks like. So we now have a very succinct series of storage stockpiles. I'm just going to widen this a little bit. I'm having issues with my pickaxe connecting sometimes. I don't know if it's server lag that kind of causes it to not quite connect, or if it's me being too far away and it's like a superficial chop or something, you know, but whatever, we'll figure it out. That should open up the side passage here nicely. And then I'm going to continue on with these windows. This is temporary. I probably am going to go on the outside and do an arch pattern around the outside. But this is kind of the basic look here. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this is going to be locked up quite securely, but if somebody could come along and reach in these windows, that would be a problem. So we're going to leave this extra, see the difference in height there between that top block and the window. We're not going to build this up on the side at all. I mean, if anything, I could put little ramps along here, something ornamental, but I really don't want to make these windows accessible to the general public. They'll look nice, but they'll add light to the building from the inside, but I gotta be careful about thievery. This is going to be about a 3-block tall structure, maybe 4. So these walls, it's fine to begin these walls where we do. Tell you what though, I'd like to maybe make the entrance. So the entrance is going to be a portcullis, and it's either going to be right here, and actually I need to flip it, don't I? Okay, something like that. Or do I want it right up against the ramp? I think I want it here. That gives me more options in terms of ornamentation. Put little braziers or something out here, maybe little battlements or something. And I don't really need to use up all that space. Okay, so I guess I'll do a window here. And I'll have to fill in the gap there later, I guess. Maybe I'll put a door here. So it can go off into a tunnel or something. And then I guess I probably need to go with stone walls along this side. Windows not making a whole lot of sense here. I think I accidentally placed an extra wall somewhere there. Oops, that one, these have gone in way too far. Okay. Seems to have taken care of the issue. Okay, these are all off. It's my bad. I had them on the wrong block. Okay, there we go. And like that, and like that. And the back I'm gonna have to work on very carefully, but I also think I want a door connecting this. So let me finish this by doing something like this, and then a door here, and walls the rest of the way. And we may have to dig out a little bit more to get that corner, but that's fine. Okay, and then this, and then walls like that, and like that. Okay. Might want to put another door here, to be honest. For now, I'm just going to go with a door. May not use it, but I do like having options in terms of tunnels. So what that'll look like once I mine this. There we go. Come on. Oh, it's attacking the wall. There we go. I guess I'll just go with that. It's a very elongated warehouse. It's inspired by the previous warehouse that I had in my other server. But I decided that the warehouse really is one of these... crap, I'm out of metal parts. One of these things that really shouldn't wait. Yeah, that's going to be good. I guess the warehouse is maybe the one piece of it's like the one building that it's probably a little unrealistic, because although I'm sure they had warehouses in medieval realms, they probably weren't quite like this is clearly designed for a game. Okay, what am I doing? I am putting my wheat away, for one thing. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put my... I had to uproot the orchard. Where the hell is the wheat? There it is. Okay, and I did have a little flax here. And roots and herbs. It's probably from barbarians. I do have an extra stone, but that's full. Put these away. Okay. And that'll be good. Let's grab any of these that are empty. Oh, I was gonna grab metal parts. And grab 2 stacks of metal parts. That should be enough. I think I have some somewhere. Nope. Okay. Okay, so there's some metal parts, and that's good. Now eventually I'm going to start transferring my large chests from my main house there into here. Okay, and I need a lot more metal parts. But I did get most of what I needed there. My mouse is getting a little jerky there. Sorry about that. Let me focus on getting them out of the tin here. Okay, that should be plenty. She does that. Okay. And it is obviously morning with the sun coming up in the east there, so the warehouse will get a decent amount of sunlight in the morning and maybe the late evening, but not so much during the day when the sun is over here. So that's something to keep in mind, but anyway. Did I get the... Yeah, okay, there we go. I could put some timber in one of these, I guess. I guess I should maybe try to make a bunch of timber. Okay. Do I have any timber left? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Okay. So then let's get this constructed. These guys are always expensive, you know, with those timber planks and metal parts. It doesn't take that much sandstone, but that is now our garage door. And we'll lock this door, and now we have a relatively secure storage space with possible entry and exit areas all over the place. It's basically our garage. Much larger garage than some people are probably used to. And we don't have a vehicle. We could make a vehicle, such as a timber cart or something, and it could park right here. But we'll have to see. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make a second story, and I want to make it so I think I might want to make it too big. So I need to make ship's ladders. Ship's ladders are made with timber and planks together. So the best way to do that is something like that. Let me go put some of this timber away. I guess I should probably try to fill up on timber. At least one of these. Okay, I want to make like 10 of these. Alright, we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, I think what we want to do... I think what I want to do is maybe make a wooden platform along the back wall here. And then have that lead up to the top. I'm going to have it... Again, this is similar to the one I made in the last... Well, actually, Barrio made it in the last server. I'm trying to think if there's any point in having windows on this layer. Maybe. I'm not quite sure why I can't place that. Got plenty of parts. Am I standing in it? Okay, that one goes. I had to crouch to get that to place. I think I'll just go with the plain wall here, though. Probably there as well. Okay, and get that one there, and then that will allow us to get a nice wooden support going back along the back wall. And then I guess I could do a window there. It's a little asymmetrical, but I kind of like it. take that out, and good. Okay. So in theory, you can see the sun through that window. And it makes these little marks on the ground. You know, very good lighting in this game. Gotta give him credit on that. Okay, and how are we doing on these ship's ladders? Not so good, okay. Okay, we'll have to suspend the ship's ladders. Make a bunch more timber. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and place, oops, I don't know why that's, oh, that's number 2, 4, okay. Place one of these, theoretically. I want it to go up there. Right. Okay, so let's build that into place. Okay, and that, so what I'll do is I'll put some chests and stuff down here that doesn't obstruct any of that. Just continue making some stuff there. Okay, and then I'll grab a ship's ladder. We do have a decent amount now, so let me put it on my number 1 toolbar here over the portcullis. And I guess I should probably, I wish I could see a little bit further. That looks about right. See that? One more over, okay. So let me grab that. And I'll just remember it's one farther over, right about there. Right about there. Is that right? There we go. Okay. So, you know what though? It's too far over now. Okay, I see exactly on the floor where I want it to go. Right there. Perfect. Okay, so now we have good access through back to this door, which I need to work on here. Okay. And we have the ship's ladder going up to there. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to do another level. I think this one might just be the, well, let's leave the, I don't know whether I should do windows or not. I guess so. And then I need, you know what I probably should go with is number 8 here. And then I can switch back to number 4s here. And those all fit nicely right on top of these. I don't want to build on top of those because they're storage, but these fit nicely along here. Oh, you know what though? I'm doing this wrong. I'm so doing this wrong. This is not what I was going for. I don't mind that, but it feels cramped. What I want to do is go up one. So the best way to do that maybe is to do this. Right about, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. Okay, that's in there, and then can I get one of these to go up there yet? No, I guess not. Let me just try getting a ship's ladder right up against it here. does that work? That looks pretty good. And then can I get a number 4 here? Yes, okay. Boy, that's steep. I might need to move this over 1. But at least I got the number 4 installed. Yeah, it won't let me do that. So I have to move the ship's ladder over 1. Hopefully it doesn't collapse the floor. Good. So I need to move that. Is it right there? Yes, I believe that's correct. Okay, so that works out pretty well. Very steep, of course, but that's the nature of a storage area, I think. Or should I switch them? I can't switch them. I mean, I'm a little dissatisfied with how cramped this corner feels, but let me just walk it through and let me see how it feels. If I do something similar on the other side, I think it'll be fine. If I wanted to get all crazy, I'd do this. You know, that really limits the... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I could loop it across, though. But before I finish building, I need to do my layer of window walls. This is a little bit treacherous. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot. It's probably not the best way to construct a building, to be honest. Okay, and then I guess I'll put these in. Well, no, let's hammer these in first. Do I have enough sandstone? Sure looks like it. Don't worry, we're going to build more than just this warehouse today, but the warehouse is a really good start. What we might consider doing with the overall castle design, you know, obviously this is the main gate. People are going to come in through here and twist this way towards the keep. So there'll be like a road that goes like that. I want to put some buildings over here, maybe a couple against the wall, maybe one over here. I do need to start thinking about where the cathedral is going to go. It could go up somewhere, it could go... I don't know, I'll have to think about that. This building kind of... The reason I say that is because this building kind of is shaped like a cathedral. I imagine I'll be using similar techniques. It's a big warehouse, I will say that. Connects nicely, although jaggedly, to that, which I can close the gate from, the garage door. So that's nice. I always like connecting to this little boardwalk. I have a ton of planks now. Okay, so with that, then I think the final layer is going to be, I mean, the question is, do I start a roof at this point, or do I do one more up? And right now, keep in mind, we are 2 up. We could probably, without question, build this 3rd layer without any structural issues. And then the roof on top of that. And I'm going with the non-windowed walls here. I think the structural integrity is such that I could take out one piece at a time and replace it. So if I did want to change out some of those windows below, I think I've got enough structural integrity to do that without having to pre-plan it by deconstructing things above it. Typically, when you're talking about only 4 stories, or 3 stories in this case, you don't have to worry about structural integrity that much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pause at this time and see how that looks. See what I've got here? I've got a nice walkway here, and I might actually... The issue is going to be, can I really fit up here? And the answer is not right now. Because what I want to do is I want to put these things up along here like this. And I'm going to need more room. Like so. So in order to make more room, the best thing I could either just completely fill this all in with floorboard, which I could easily do that, or another maybe more creative looking option would be to do something like this. I'm not sure how this will work. And there's that gap there, and I guess, I mean, the other option would be, and this might actually have some structural integrity problems, but number 7 here is the balcony. I think that has to attach to stone, actually. So this is the only option. It's either this or just go completely across with these. I could alternate. I could build these in certain key areas, maybe 3, like one in the middle, one on each side, and these could fill in the middle. I actually think that's probably the best solution, actually. Can I just... Not sure if this is going to hold. Okay. And let's put this wall in here before I get too far ahead of myself. Okay, so that looks pretty stable. And actually that'll open up my ability to go ahead and finish these along here. Well, once I put the walls in. This is a far less dangerous side of the building to be working on. I think I might put some windows on this. Well, problem with the windows is these boxes will cover them up. The windows are roughly on the 5th stone up, so right about here is where the window starts, and the boxes would cover that sill. Actually, it might be pretty close. Let me check that. The boxes would cover that up just a little bit. So, I probably shouldn't. Let's stick with the regular walls. Okay, so that's going to be good there. And then I think for purposes of a roof, I think I should make it kind of fancy, which means clay tiles. I think that'll just make it look like my castle area is wealthier. I did manage to create a few clay tiles because I was going to do something with them, but I ended up not completing that project. So I have about 40 or 50 of them. Let me grab a few of these as well. Oh, and let me finish this. I've been growing these trees because I ended up harvesting my my full-grown apple trees over there. So I've been trying to regrow some of them. I've been putting them in here kind of. Okay. Let's see if I need any of these. I could use top left and bottom left. Okay. And I'll just get rid of the excess. Okay. So now I have 30 of each section of the map. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 in the other chest. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess I have 45 of each. Okay, so that's fine. See? Alright. So I'm just going to let those expire. What was I doing? Oh, tile. I think I put them in here, maybe. Yes. Got 30. Should probably cook up some more. Clay upstairs. I am starting to dip into my clay reserves there. That's going to be okay, oops, because I can buy... I've determined that my clay problems should best be solved by purchasing clay. It is not that expensive. Okay, that should be plenty of roof tiles there. I guess I'll grab about... I'll start out with 60. I'll come back for more... Well, I don't want to waste charcoal. I'll just let those cook up with that 1 charcoal. Okay, so... actually a little bit curious. I want to build this up. I'm displeased with the results so far. I think I need more dirt. We'll have to work on that. Okay, so for the rooftop, I'm going to temporarily place a ship's ladder here. And I think it's 4 wide, so the easiest thing would be to do 2 curving this way. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So, we'll need that for sure. And that looks to be all. And the question is whether I want to do just straight across like that, or whether I want to do a corner like that. I need wooden sticks. How am I doing? Alright. Really going through these logs, aren't we? And this I'm going to move back 1. Again, this is temporary. Okay. So, do we want to do the corner, or do we want to do a flat roof with a sandstone filler? That is a good question. Let's start out with the flat roof. I think that's just going to look the best. So in order to effectuate that right now, let's do sandstone. There should be like a piece that I can slide in there. Here it is. Okay. So we'll put a number 8 here, except for it needs to be reversed. There we go. And then along here, ooh, I guess I could put a wall on top of the portcullis. I think that's probably what we'll have to do. So let's do that. Crap, I should have stayed up there. So this will have a nice recessed look because the portcullis is flipped the way it's flipped. Might temporarily place one of these. Okay. Oh, I guess I'll have to do that. So forget about what I said about the recessed look. Hope this holds. Did I just do a regular wall? Yeah. So I feel like before I complete that side, I really should build up this side. Is there just a regular wall down on that one too? I think so. Nope, that's a window. I will keep that symmetry. Okay. And this one is a regular wall. Yes, okay. Okay, so now that that's built up, let's put a sandstone corner piece, number 8, and then we'll put the other wall in, and then we'll start the actual roof tiles. I might hold off on the very, very top, because there's a few options we have for that. Okay, so now number 2. Okay. I guess I can leave that. Planks are nice to have. Okay. So let's do number 7, and let's put these in place. Okay, I almost died. I guess I don't need to get up on top. It'd be convenient though. I could die here, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh boy. That was close. Okay. I'm not gonna have enough tiles to do this whole side, but let's start with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is all we can afford so far. Okay, so let's take a pause. As you can see, we've got a really good building going here. It's a very expensive building in retrospect, but it's going to look really nice, I think, from the outside. In fact, it really does look like a cathedral, and I mean, it could. It almost makes me wonder if I should convert it into a cathedral, but I really, really don't like those windows. I think I should do like one every third. Like if it was And maybe on the second level only. Let me get rid of all the first floor windows. This is a little bit dangerous. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't mind that so much. How many windows do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is only relevant because this is the side facing where people are going to be viewing this from. Okay, now they're centralized, kind of. In creative mode, or in single player with God mode turned on, you can actually push a button to see structural integrity. And it will be red if it's in danger of falling. Okay, I don't mind that so much. I might consider taking out the corner ones. That's better though. Let me see how it looks from like out here a little ways. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Okay. Well, let's go grab some of that tile and continue our work. Okay, and I'll put this charcoal back. There we go. That should be plenty for now. I don't like this window here. I think I need banners. I like that first floor one. I don't like this one. Hopefully it doesn't collapse. Thank goodness. You definitely got to be careful about collapsing. I hate that. It's nothing worse than working really hard on something and having it collapse on you. Oh man, I can't believe I used all my logs. Okay. So let's finish this up. I'll just do regular walls. Now I may decorate the one side, the facing side of this building, with some arch type kind of things. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to repeat something similar on the back with this. Okay. And then 2 walls. I should probably build them as I go. Uh-oh. We may be crashing. sometimes you can kind of predict a crash because you can't build or affect the landscape. Let me try it again. Oh, okay, it's 100. It was just a delayed thing. Okay, so that usually when it crashes, it takes you back in time about 5 or 10 minutes, so that would be pretty devastating. I hate crashes. Okay. Okay, so there's that. I really want to build that out too. How am I doing on sticks? I'm doing okay. Let's go ahead and do that before I finish this roof. I think what I'll do, I might just kind of mirror part of what I did over there. So that one's a window. So let me just put a window here randomly. I think there's a certain functional argument to keep a few windows here and there. Okay. So let's build those. Pretty simple building, actually, in terms of, you know, it's basically just a shell, of a wall shell, you know. Okay, and then we need some number 4s. I'm probably not going to have enough planks to do this. I'll have to decide about crossing. I guess I should probably, let's see, I did 1 on that side, but it would be the equivalent of 2. 1, 2. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, this will be the midpoint. Also, well, no. But I think I like it. Very delicate work here. Okay, I think that'll work fine. And we're going to definitely need some more planks, so let's... Surprised that didn't take health from me. Okay, so let's continue. And we should have enough planks to complete this now. Almost, okay. And start getting a few of these from here. I'll do one more from this one, and I'll take whatever's on the other one. Okay. That's why we have 2 crafting tables. It really does speed up the production of these planks. Okay, so now let's go ahead and run these along here. The reason I'm doing this rather than covering the whole floor is because I think it looks better. I think it looks kind of, you know, warehousey. Nice, that lined up perfectly. Okay. Or, you know, it kind of looks like what you'd have above your garage, you know, at home, like where you put your skis and your, I don't know, I don't know what people store in the garage these days. Whatever the kids store in their garage these days, you know, it's kind of where you'd put that in a modern garage. So that's kind of the look we want to go for. Gonna grab some more planks down below. Okay, and this side. Okay, so there is our walkways, and so now as you can see we can walk right along here and access our storage very easily. And this is not, you can see through it, so it looks neat, but it's also completely stable in terms of you're not going to fall. Okay, so let me continue this window pattern by choosing the 2 places where the bottom window is. I mean, I guess I could put some more windows along here. I could do all windows on this side, actually. Because the sun will come through there. But I think I'm just going to stick with it there, because that's enough sunlight for this building. Okay, and that's going to do it for walls. Let's get these built in. Still doing okay on sandstone, which is amazing, actually. It's amazing how much less sandstone you go through when you're only building walls rather than massive foundation works, which is what we need for the keep over there. Okay, so let me just double check one thing real quick. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish this roof, or at least get a good chunk of it out of the way. So this should have plenty of daylight. And I guess the real question is on this roof whether I want to peak it and make it pointy, or whether I just keep it kind of shallow like it is right now. Okay, that did not work. Let me just do this. 7. Okay, that's better. So the question would be whether I do something like this with the roof and just put some of that there and go like this, or whether I peak it like, well, hold on, I'll show you. I guess the argument for not putting a peak on the roof would be A, it looks kind of neat, and B, you know, in a desert, you actually don't necessarily, you have the opposite need for water. So in other words, you need water, whereas in a temperate zone, you would want to make the water run down the tiles. So, I don't know. Let me hop down and take a look at this once let me just do this whole side real quick. Oh, there we go. Almost get the whole thing. I need 2 more sets of roof there. I'll have to leave 2 of them unfinished. Okay, so we are now out of tile, so I'm gonna have to go back and make some more, but let me just kind of come down to the bottom level and see how it looks, both where I have it peaked and where I don't have it peaked. And we have some barbarians, okay. The barbarians have been semi-successful. Ooh, I didn't even know I could. In attacking our trading post down there, which is exposed. I am really leaning towards deleting that and moving it up to our castle town. I might still put an inn or something down there, but it's with the barbarians attacking, it's kind of questionable about whether I should do that. You know, I don't know. It's a tough call here with this roof situation. Getting a lot of deer all of a sudden. Usually, if you get a lot of deer, it means that everybody else is logged off the server. So you're the only person that the game mechanics will allow it to spawn at. I need to come over to a different angle. Running low on food. And I don't even have any in my inventory, so I need to go to my starter building here. I think I want to redo the roof on that one. I think I want it to go the other direction. Or if the other option would be to extend this out, but I don't know yet. Okay, I'm going to do 12 more tile. Right. Why aren't you? I don't know why it's not going. Input. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. I think it might just be a bug. We might be on the verge of crashing too. That's always a possibility. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Well, we might be on the verge of crashing, so I'm reluctant to do much building right now. It's the only explanation for why that's not creating tiles. I guess I better grab some food, though. I always like to grab all but one of these food types so I don't completely forget that I can make them, I guess. Okay, that should be good. I'm trying to think what else we need. Mainly it's just the tile at this point. I guess one thing that I'm not going to lose, even if... Getting some lag there. Even if we do crash, one thing that I'm not going to lose is my knowledge of what looks good. So let's go up here. One way you can kind of tell if it's going to crash. See, like when it crashes, it's like you're a dead man walking, because no matter what you do, it's not going to save. But you can kind of tell because sometimes the mining and stuff bugs out. Okay, it looks like I'm able to mine. Interesting. Okay, gotta stop. I think I do like the peak. And I'm kind of surprised at that, because I think the previous iteration of this building was more shallow roofed building, but I think the reason the peak looks good, I think I might have actually built it one higher than the last time. So I think I do like the peaked roof, sadly. It would save me a lot of clay if I didn't have to do the full peak. Let me get rid of that upper part and see how it looks. Because if I can do this without going all the way up on both sides, it would be very convenient. Can I do this? No. I wonder if I shouldn't just log out and log back in. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll just log back in. Okay. And while that's logging in, let's talk briefly. This episode's not going to go that much longer, if for no other reason than it's been going a while already. And I got things I got to do. But let's see if this helps with the clay tiles. Once I get the storage warehouse finished, I think what I'll do is I'll keep working on the walls. Rather than the keep necessarily. I think I'm just going to kind of build the castle just like they would in real life, which means start at the bottom and work your way towards the top. Might have to build some scaffolding along the way. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Okay, now that is there now. Okay, there we go. It's working now. I don't know what the problem was, but anyway, the main thing is that it's working, so. By the way, we are running a little bit low on this guy and this guy. I need to get rid of that one anyway, because I ended up with 2 steel hammers because I killed a barbarian or something, or I found it in treasure. So let's go ahead and just do that now before I forget. Make that into steel. Okay. Almost done with the roof tiles here, and this should be plenty. I might even have a few extra. Okay, so we're full of roof tiles now. So again, my strategy is to try it without that peak there. Oops, sorry about that. And then if that doesn't work, I'll go back and add the second layer. Okay, so the best way to go about this is, let me first, okay, and it didn't save my, okay, there we go. I don't know what it takes. This game is a little bit buggy and it doesn't always save your objects, like where you have them on your hotkeys. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Now let me temporarily deconstruct these. And let me finish this side here. Still got tons of roof tiles, so we should be good either way. And I'll leave one little gap here for where I access the roof. How am I doing on planks? Not that good. Got like 29 or something. But that should give us a good idea of what this looks like with no peaked roof. Let's go over here. This seemed to be a pretty good angle from before we restarted there. All right. You know, it really doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it. I think it looks more workman-like. It looks more like a warehouse than a cathedral, you know. If it was peaked, it would be a more grandiose building, but it's a warehouse, and so it really doesn't need to be peaked. Plus, like I said, in a desert, you don't want necessarily everything to have a rain-repellent peak. So I think our best bet is to go with number 4s and fill that in as best we can. Okay, so I'll have to remember to close the garage at the end of the night, just like in real life. Actually, before I do that, let me grab all those. Okay. It's a little tricky getting up here, but not too bad. Okay. Okay, once we get those in, it should be fairly easy to get the rest. It's kind of nice how they kind of connect to those little wood rafter beams on the side, you see? I'm going with this wood, but it's not because it's probably not the only option. Let me see what else is under floor. I mean, there's this alternative wood, which is a mod, I believe. And that appears to be light wood, darker wood, kind of a stick-looking wood. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to experiment with these, but I don't know. We could try. Hate to change the game so late. Okay, so that, you can kind of see what it would look like. I don't think it really matters up here. Very few people are going to look at this closely all the way up here. I think it matters more interior, although this one kind of looks cool. But it looks kind of looks like a closet door. I don't think it, I don't know. I don't think it fits quite right up here. I think I'm gonna go with the vanilla, but I like the idea of doing that on some other areas. So I got to remember to do that and to use some of those alternative wood textures. Okay. I remember on the old server I tried building one of those alternative wood floors and it crashed the server. I'm not sure what the issue was. That old server was screwed up big time. Okay, so we're gonna leave, let's do that. And then once I get all these, we'll fill in the final roof tile and we'll be done with the exterior. Oop, we're out of planks. Should have known. Gotta be careful here. Interesting lighting, huh? Well, this is gonna be covered, so it's gonna be kind of dark. I may have to play, obviously I'll have to place some torches in there, but let's just see how it goes. Okay, I can do 3 more, and I'm gonna have to go get some more planks. Okay, I need 5, so I need 30 planks total to finish this. Ooh, I almost fell there. Okay, and we have 40 or so that's good. So that should be all we need. Always a little precarious jumping up on that. Okay. And that is the roof. Okay. So, you know, if it did rain, the water would actually roll in there. But it, you know, it's not going to rain in the desert, so. Actually, you know, the water would probably collect on the wood itself. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Okay. So let's get this last roof on. If I can get it to turn not red. There we go. Okay, and then I'll grab the ship's ladder. Okay, so we now have a roof. That looks pretty good from inside, for sure. This definitely looks like a warehouse. And we do have plenty of daylight that kind of seeps in that you can actually see what you're doing. We'll obviously have to put some torches in here at some point. In the meantime, I will place this down here. I think off camera I'll probably go through and move all of my storage from the wood building into this warehouse now that we have it. I'm pretty pleased with this. Very pleased indeed, actually. Okay, and one final thing we might consider doing. Ooh, should I try to get me some deer? I really don't need deer, to be honest with you. There's just a ton of them. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. The final thing I might want to do with my warehouse is add my colors to them. Okay, there we go. So what we could do right above each of these windows is add one. So we'll start out with, I'll do my personal on the right and my house on the left. And we'll do the large banner and we'll do it right about there. That looks good. So we'll do our house flag on the left. House flag is pretty cool. I think, is it there or is it that one? Let's see, you can see 1.5 after this. So, boy, that's hard to judge. Is it that? Is that even? I think so. Yeah, that's even. It's just hard to judge. Okay, well, we do have a functional warehouse now. That is awesome. I'm super excited about that. I think I'm gonna do some stuff off camera now and work on moving all of my storage over to here. You know, so it'll start looking like that. And I'll have a bunch of chests down here on this end. This is like a crafting area. Maybe I'll put like a spinner and like a forge. I don't know. We'll see what we do. I'll probably mostly do storage though. That's pretty cool. I guess what I really should do to finish this out is I should do this. So we're exactly 1 ship's ladder from the edge. So right there, and then right there, is it? No, that's just far too far in. Okay. What about there, actually? I think that's right. And that's perfect, okay. And then we need the equivalent over here, and it goes to that one there. So it's right on that, right there. Perfect. Okay, so now we have symmetrical ladders. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out just fine. Feels like a ship almost in here. Probably don't need that. Although maybe we do. Could do that, but no, we'll just do that. Okay. Yep, that looks good. That's finished. And we do have that window light coming in. Actually, that's from the portcullis. That window light's coming in from the evening. Once the sun gets a little farther over, there will be a little bit of light coming from these windows up here. You can't quite see the sun out the window, but maybe you will. I don't know. It's hard to say. Alright. A little bit dissatisfied with how the front looks. I think I do want to ornament it with like maybe on these two window rows I want to put like little arch spiky thing, like pillar arches or something around the outside. We'll see. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of work on these walls, and mostly what I'm going to be doing is off camera moving all of the storage stuff. So we'll see you next time on Medieval Engineers. Thank you for watching.